PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
I got a son. He raps. His rap name is Tut Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps, I'm like, oh my God, where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life, but he's rapping my life because we romanticize and fantasize about that old thug life, ghetto life, and all of that stuff. When we used to work to get away from it, now we've gotten to a place somehow we're running back towards it in the music and everything.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Pushgapradio.com, bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back to another edition of Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. We tell you how it is. The mother niggas tell you how it might be. Jackie O.
What's up, everybody? This week, we're going to take you and let you relax and not worry about your problems for a minute.
Okay, I don't know about all that. Help you pay your bills.
Sight.
Okay, no shit.
Help who pay their bills?
Huh?
Us?
I said I can't help them pay their bills.
Child, it's taking 2 or 3 or 4 people nowadays, to be honest.
That it is. It's getting real rough. Shaft, Richard Roundtree died, mine. And you know, back in our parents' day, Sidney Poitier was the leading man. They always told you that black couldn't be leading men, like they always tell you stuff about black people. But Richard Roundtree came along and Shaft, my nigga, and changed the freaking game, mine.
He did. He aged well, too. He was one good-looking old man, and he was still working.
And if they could have picked anybody else to play him, they could not have done better than Samuel L. Jackson. Now, that third one I wasn't real big on.
The one where it was the Richard was the grandfather.
Yeah. And
Samuel was the dad. And then they had the grandson. I like that. That was cute.
I didn't too much care for the one with the grandson. But Samuel L. Jackson played the hell out of Shaft.
Samuel L. plays the hell out of everything that
he does.
Samuel L. plays. He is very good.
He does.
But Richard was 81 years old. He died at his home of pancreatic cancer. And the thing about it is he didn't suffer a long time with it. He had just recently found out that he even had it. He had been diagnosed 2 months prior to his death. Right. Yeah, and you know, he has gotten a ton of celebrity tributes. Oh yeah, you know, of everybody. He was. Everybody just loved him, and everybody had great stories of him. You know, especially of him sharing his wisdom and his knowledge of the game and helping them tighten up their game. But he is going to be greatly missed. And like I said, he was still acting. You know, he was still actively working and looking good. 81 years old. Yeah. Yes, he was looking really well for 81 years old.
Richard Roundtree was a leading man from the very start of his lifetime in screen acting. After beginning his career in modeling, he secured Shaft at the age of 28, marking his feature debut. Now, the beautiful thing about this, Shaft, which was released by MGM, made $12 million and only cost $500,000 in production budget, helping to save the studio from bankruptcy. A breakthrough hit, Shaft set the tone for a prolific decade of blaxploitation filmmaking and demonstrated Hollywood's historical failure to consider black talent and the movie-going audiences that they could reach. Because they always said that people wouldn't go see a black movie, then Black Panther ripped their ass out.
Yeah, I was going to say, and they keep proving them wrong. And another thing about the original...
That comes from white folks' own insecurities, mine.
And the great thing about the original Shaft 2 came that song Shaft. That song to this
when
day.
Isaac Hayes dropped Shaft back in the early 70s, that shit was banging.
And it's still a classic today. I mean, they sample it all the time. And, you know, another interesting fact about Richard is he was a breast cancer survivor as well. So
I recall that.
Yeah, he was diagnosed back in 1993, and he became an advocate for that. Right. You know, for men to be tested, because another famous singer, Lou Rawls, he had
You'll Never Find.
he had it as well. So men, It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You need to be aware and check yourselves as well.
Big shout out to the Susan P. Corman Foundation and Coleman Foundation, and to all the breast cancer survivors out there. Shout out to you. But yeah, rest in peace, mine. Richard Roundtree.
Yes, and
phenomenal actor.
Yes, he's not the only loss that we've had either. Remember Richard Mall from Night Court?
Yep, the bald head dude who was the bailiff.
Yes. They actually, one fun fact about him is they liked the bald head on him so much that they requested that he keep the bald head. So for all the years of Night Court, he had to keep his head bald, and he didn't like that.
Yeah.
So he said whenever he was on hiatus or whatever, that's why he kept the bald head for all those years. But in between his hiatus and whatever, he said he would grow his hair out because he didn't want to be known as a Yul Brynner type. And
Yul Brynner was the man back in the Gap.
He was, but he didn't want to be stereotyped and always had to be going around with that bald head. But he don't know yet what he passed away from. But our condolences go out to him and his family as well.
Rest in peace to
Rest
him
in peace.
as well.
Yes, he died on last Thursday. And the most famous of all was Matthew Perry, the Friends star.
Yeah.
He died on Saturday at his home in his hot tub. They suspect that he drowned. They did say that no drugs were found on the scene, but he does have a serious history of drug abuse and alcohol abuse, and was having a hard time throughout the years on getting a grip on that. He was more recently doing his rounds of promoting a book that he just recently released. And the way that he would always introduce himself or start his conversation when he would be promoting the book was, "Hi, I'm Maddie, and I should be dead." And
now that's deep right there, man.
That's very deep.
Ooh-wee.
Because again, he had a very serious problem, and he had health problems as a result, and he had been told multiple times throughout the years that he should not be here. So our condolences again go out to his family and friends as well.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to him, man. That was like you said, it come in threes, they say.
Pretty much.
They say that it comes in threes.
And we've been losing some heavy hitters as far as celebrities go.
So we'd like to send our condolences out to their families. And I know they're going through it right now. So rest in peace to three very good actors, mine. I didn't watch Friends. I watched in parts because I was a Lisa Kudrow fan when she did Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. That's how I became a fan of Lisa Kudrow. So from time to time, I would pop in, watch a little bit of it. And what's his name? Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry. I liked his character. I wasn't a Friends fan because the original Friends was living single. Okay.
I have to be honest. I have never seen an episode of Friends.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what I was looking at during the time that Friends was airing at the time.
Yeah.
But it had to be something very good because and even to this day, even after reruns or whatever, I've never seen an episode of Friends.
Michael Irvin exposed his son's fraudulent rap persona in a viral video that you just saw. Now, Michael Irvin said, "My